This conference will now be recorded.
So from last 1 week or 10 days, we are learning about, there are so many important topics like purchase returns, prepayment invoice you have learned, then invoice matching policies, inventory closing, and then company creation process, implementation methodology. All these things you have learned. So in this, inventory closing is most important for logistics consultant. Even though it is affecting to the finance, that is, as per Microsoft, inventory closing is a process for logistics consultant. So you need to practice about inventory closing a lot with the different models. Okay. So in continuation to yesterday, like company creation process, for T&L topic, we'll discuss. Okay. Uh, for T&L consultant, majorly these are the 1 minute. Once the company is created, next steps are in the new company for T&L consultant. In the new company, journals should be created. Inventory journals. Long back you have learned inventory journals. We are coming back once again. In this new company, you need to create inventory journals. Suppose if you want to create inventory journals, in this BIL company, suppose if I click on movement journal, if I click on new button, look at this one. In the drop down, it is not showing. So this is inventory topic. I mean to say logistics inventory journals should be created. In the same manner, finance also, finance people, they will learn finance journals. Now inventory journals is need to be created for logistics. Okay, so for that, where we can create inventory journals. Let me write down this, the path for inventory journals. It is inventory management, setup, journal names, inventory. So here you can create journals. Let me write down the path. Inventory management, setup, journal names, inventory. Okay, these journal names you need to create. So let me create one by one journal name. Click on new. The first one is movement journal. So for that I'm creating MJ movement journal. Next one is inventory adjustment journal. Next one is transfer journal. Next, BYM journal. Next, counting journal. Next one is tag counting journal. So in between some more is there, we'll discuss that one. Tag counting journal. Next, look at this one. Here, one is project, another one is fixed assets and ownership change. Let me write down this one. Okay, so movement journal, you know this one. Let me take a duplicate and let me show you parallelly journal names. Let me go here, inventory management. So movement journal, we know that's what here. Look at this one. Movement journal we have created. Next, inventory adjustment journal. Next, transfer journal. Next, BOM journal, and then ownership change journal. These 5 journals we have created. So if you click on transfer and if you click on new, it will show you from the drop down the journal name. Okay, journal name will be available. So earlier it is not available. In the new company, you need to map these things, journal names. So movement journal, you are clear. Inventory adjustment journal, transfer journal, BOM journal, and then ownership change journal. All this you know already. And then counting journal, tag counting journals. These journals are clear. Counting and tag counting. Apart from that one, look at this one. Apart from this, all these things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. All this clear. Next, project journal is project management and accounting. In the project management and accounting, if you are creating some inventory journals, then I mean to say you can use these transactions in the project management accounting. Then we can use this project journal. What it means, let me show you, but you are not going to learn that one. Let me take duplicate where it is available at least. So if I go to project management accounting, one more module, project accounting, all projects, all projects. So in this, if you go to manage tab, project tab, you will find here item journal. That journal is this one. Understood? So you should know at least where it is used. In the project, there are journals. In this journals, item journal is there. That journal is from here. Okay. Next one is fixed asset journal. Fixed asset journal belongs to fixed asset module. Fixed assets module. In this journal entries, fixed asset inventory to fixed asset journal. So this will be covered in finance topic. This will be covered in finance topic. Inventory to fixed asset journals. Now, is it clear all the journal names? Any confusion here? This is one of the tasks to you in the new company creation process. you need to understand this one. Okay, am I audible to anyone? At least can you speak? At least you are able to hear my voice.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, fine. Okay, so these new journals should be created by T&L people, logistics consultants. In the new company, you need to do all these things. Okay, after that, you can try with some sample data with the new company. So, to be frankly, new company creation process, 80% is responsible from finance consultant. T&L consultant responsibility is very less, 20%. But even though if you learn, that will be advantage to you. If you know the like company creation process, that will be advantage. Okay, fine. And one more important is number sequences. Number sequences in the new company, you need to change so many number sequences. You need to change so many number sequences. What do you mean by this one? Means, so we have created one vendor account. So as I told you, the vendor number sequence is creating automatically. Look at this one. It is BIL-0001. I have added V. So number sequences, there are so many number sequences you need to modify. Okay, whether it is finance consultant or logistics consultant who is doing, it is irrelevant, but ultimately it is affecting to the client. So one is, what are the number sequences you need to modify in general? In general, what are the number sequences need to be modified? You should know. One is vendor accounts. One is vendor accounts. Next one is customer accounts. So you know already this how to modify number sequence. Am I right? Vendor accounts, customer accounts. Next one is sales order number sequence. Sales order number sequence. Packing slip number sequences. And invoice, customer invoice number sequences. Next, purchase order. Purchase order number sequences. Next, product receipt number sequence. Next, vendor invoice number sequences. Next one is request for quotation. RFQ and RFQ sent. These two number sequences also should be changed. Then purchase requisition. Purchase requisition. Next one is sales quotation creation and sales quotation confirmation. All these number sequences must and should you need to discuss with the client how it is coming in the system. You need to provide the inputs to the client and you need to take the decision, or you need to discuss with the client and you need to propose the new number sequences whatever you are referring, and you need to take the approval. Rather than after posting some transactions, if the customer come back to you, then rather than that one, precaution is better than cure always. So you need to change all these number sequences. So do you know all these number sequences where it is available, or anyone has any doubt in this, where it will be available, these number sequences? I want your answer, whether you know or you don't know. If you don't know, I will show you one by one. Already you are available. Are you available? Are you aware of this one? Yes or no? At least one or two.
No, sir.
Okay.
Actually, don't.
You are not sure. Fine. Let me show you. Suppose vendor
Yeah.
account. If it is a vendor account in this BAL company, you can go to accounts payable module, setup, accounts payable parameters. Number sequences. Here vendor account. So you can right click, view details. So this is, I have added B dash. This is in accounts payable parameters, AP parameters. Okay, and packing slip, like product receipt also. Look at this one. This is vendor account I have modified. Next one is product receipt. So in this, you will find internal product receipt. Internal product receipt. Look at this one. So this is also we need to modify. So this is number sequence, internal product receipt. So where it is coming means, so otherwise I will show you practically so that you can understand. So it is product receipt, PR, I'm adding dash. Okay, PR I have added. Next one is look at this one. Next one is product receipt voucher. So there are two for product receipt. One is product receipt, another one is product receipt voucher. These two are also AP parameters. And invoice, vendor invoice, and vendor invoice voucher also. So these also same situation. All these are in AP parameters. This is during implementation, it is your responsibility. You means here, maybe you and your colleague, I mean to say functional consultant finance. Okay, these five all five available in AP parameters. Okay, so we learned like internal product receipt and then product receipt voucher. View details. Next, next one is invoice. internal invoice. The vendor invoice is called internal invoice. So this is vendor invoice means it is called internal invoice. Okay, next vendor invoice voucher. Here it is, invoice voucher. Internal invoice number sequence I have modified. Next one is internal invoice voucher. So invoice, vendor invoice voucher. Now let me show you where it is impacting this number sequences. Okay, in the same manner you need to do like returns also, purchase returns, that is credit note, internal credit note, and internal credit note voucher also will be there. Credit note voucher. Okay, so first let me show you this effect so that you can understand at least. Okay, fine. Next one is internal credit note, then credit note voucher. I'm sorry. So let me show you, we have changed this number sequences. Where it is impacting, let me show you. Suppose we have created purchase order invoice. So let me go to procurement sourcing, purchase orders, all purchase orders. I'm creating a new purchase order. Select the vendor account. Suppose ITC, any vendor is fine. Select the site and warehouse. Click OK. Now select the item. Actually, chair for this item, I have not mapped all the required mappings. I mean to say item group, item order group, I have not mapped. Okay, fine. I'm purchasing 50 quantity at the rate of $55 something or $50. Now let me do a confirmation. And let me verify purchase order confirmation also has one number sequence. Yes. Purchase order confirmation voucher also we have. Let me change this one. Give me a minute. Purchase order confirmation voucher. So AP, AR, procurement and sourcing, and then sales and marketing. All this you need to verify. Purchase order confirmation. Suppose Okay, now I am doing confirmation. I'm doing confirmation. Let me write down this one also. I'm sorry. Okay. So here, so voucher should be updated now. Give me a second. It is exchange rate between AUD versus USD is not found in this one. So what do you mean by this one? Do you know? It is a finance topic, but you need to remember, you need to understand. Anyone can guide me by looking into this error message. An exchange rate cannot be found for the exchange rate type default between AUD versus USD. Any guesses? How to rectify? Ledger setup, ledger setup, ledger. So USD versus euro. 1 second. Oh, I have created this one is AUD. 1 minute. This currency I have mapped AUD. Look at this one. The second custom vendor I have mapped AUD. That is the reason it is mapping. It is asking. So let me go to this one and let me enter exchange rate USD versus AUD. Understood? Any confusion here? So these small things you need to learn, even though it is a finance topic. Okay, of course, anyhow it is finance topic, but if you learn, that will be always I mean to say plus point to your career. Okay, so now I have completed this conversion exchange rates. Now let me do a confirmation. Yesterday we have not created any purchases against this ITC vendor. Now we have created, so we are getting this error. Any confusion in this one? Now it was confirmed. So let me go back here. Journals purchase order confirmation. We can see the voucher. So what I have mapped, 1 second, whether I have mapped PO confirmation, POC or PO. Give me a second. POC, BAL POC. Give me a minute. Here it will be shown. BAL PO -001. Let me do some corrections. Okay. Give me a minute. It is PO confirmation. Purchase order journal. Let me print this one. I will show you product receipt and product receipt vouchers. First, let me skip this one and let me show you that number sequences first. So I'm generating a print format. It will take 1 or 2 minutes time. So of course, this is some part maybe finance consultant, some part logistics consultant, but take care about, because there are so many transactions related to T&L, all these transactions number sequences. So if they want, customer want to continue with the same BIL company code dash hashes, no issues. If they want to continue with the same number sequences, no issues. But if in case for all transactions the number sequence is same, I don't want like this, I want separately different number sequences, then you need to work on these things. Understood? Fine, let it be generate. I'm just verifying the print format in that whether it is showing that POC. Product receipt and product receipt voucher, invoice and invoice voucher I will show you. I'm just checking POC. This PO only it is showing. Okay, we'll skip this one first. Let me do product receipt and let me show you the product receipt voucher. So I'm doing product receipt. So I'm entering product receipt number. And document date we have entered. Click OK. Now, 1 second, what happened? AUD versus euros. Once again, AUD versus euros, it is not there. So I need to enter those things also. Yesterday, why it was not showing these error messages? Why it is not showing yesterday? One second, what is the error? AUD versus euros. Euro versus USD. AUD. Euro versus USD. It may be around 1.7 or 1.8 roughly. Okay, yesterday we did not get these errors. Why? And today we are getting errors. Any doubts or any guess? Yesterday we have not posted for international vendor transaction. Today we are posting. Yesterday it is local vendors. Means like the first vendor, whatever it is there, it is US dollars, and this company also US dollars. That is the reason it was not, we did not get any error messages. Whereas today I have I'm posting like for the imported vendor. Okay, this vendor is currency is Australian dollars. Now look at this one, product receipt voucher. If you go inside vouchers, let me do this periodic tasks. Subledger journal entry is not yet transferred. Let me transfer now. Now if you verify the voucher, so this is the voucher, product receipt voucher, PRV, it is coming. So this, how you want this number sequence, whatever it is by default it is coming, that number sequence, whether they want to continue or if they want to change, you need to take the decision. Understood? And if you go to view subledger journals, it will show you subledgers. Okay, subledger journals also. And let me do invoice, and let me show you invoice also. So I'm doing invoice, generate area, invoice button. So in these number sequences, the coordination between you and your colleague, finance consultant, and client should be required. Okay, this is a small topic, looks like small topic, but in the implementation it is a big one. That should be, it should be passed, and then we will post. So it is posting. So like purchase order confirmation, it is not that much important confirmation, but product receipt majorly important. Voucher series, product receipt and invoice, and then a credit note also. Like the same here for customers, sales order, packing slip, invoice, and packing slip also you will have packing slip and packing slip voucher. And customer invoice also, customer invoice and customer invoice voucher. There will be two. Next one is credit note and credit note voucher. All these things will be available in ER parameters except sales order, even all this also. Okay, and here for this, even sales quotation and sales quotation confirmation also will be available in ER parameters. These all are in ER parameters. Okay, and these will be available in procurement and sourcing. These will be available in procurement and sourcing. Let me show you that one. So first let me show the voucher. See, look at this one, voucher number. Vendor invoice internal voucher, and click on voucher. So voucher is not populated. Let me show you, refresh, and let me transfer now. Now if you verify the vouchers, so here vendor invoice voucher. Understood? Any confusion? Okay. So like this, there are so many number sequences you need to verify and you need to modify. These all are in AP parameters, and purchase order related, we can go to procurement and sourcing module. Of course, in interview, you will not get this kind of errors. Means I mean to say questions you may or may not in interview, but this will help you in implementations. So number sequences. Look at this one, purchase order number sequence. Next one is request for quotation and request for quotation ID, and then purchase requisition. Also you will find purchase requisition here. Okay, so like this you can map it. And remember, for sales order or whatever it is there, only one thing, it is kind of in my opinion, it is a cosmetic bug. So in sales and marketing, you will not find anything. In sales and marketing number sequences, you will not find anything related to sales. So where it is available, sales order, sales quotation, to be frankly, it should be available here, but it is not available. Where it is available means it is in accounts receivable module, setup, accounts receivable parameters, number sequences. Here you will find even sales order, sales quotation number sequence also. Look at this one. If I scroll down, sales quotation is a part of logistics, but it is available here. Understood? Sales quotation journal, and then packing slip voucher, customer invoice voucher, all these number sequence, credit note and credit note, sales credit note voucher, all these number sequences we need to modify. Understood? Any confusion here? So these all are in AR parameters. These are in procurement and sourcing parameters. These all are in AP. Okay. I hope it is clear. A small topic, but it is important in the implementation only. Most probably you will not get any interview questions this related to this area. This is only for knowledge purpose. Fine. I'm proceeding. If anyone, please unmute if anyone want to discuss anything. Now I want to discuss with you for another 10-15 minutes we have. So for that, we'll need to understand. Suppose I'm using this item master. I'm using this item masters from many days. Suppose take the example D001. this item I don't want to continue. I'm going to this normal because huge data if I want, I cannot find in BIL. So I'm going to this USMF company or regular company. Suppose, look at this one. I don't want to post any transactions. Furthermore, I want to stop for item D001. Then what I have to do? I have discussed long back, but any guesses? Do you know like where it is available? Suppose I want to discontinue D001 item. This is a regular task, regular ask it will come. So D001 I want to discontinue. I mean to say I don't want to post any transactions for this item. That is my requirement. This is my requirement. I don't want to continue, or I want to like stop the transactions. So can you delete this one? If I don't want, can we delete?
Not possible, Satya, because already transactions will be there recorded.
So transactions are exist though, so you cannot delete. If you are trying to delete, it will throw error message. Already transactions exist, so items cannot be deleted while dependent on some. There are so many transactions like it is there. Now I want to stop this transaction not to be posted. Then what I have to do? Then manage inventory default order settings, or engineer tab, sorry, plan tab, same default order settings. So you can use the same actually, even it is manage inventory default order settings default order settings, or in the plan order settings default order settings, both are same. Okay, so go to default order settings. So here you can click on edit, and you can stop here for purchases process. You can click on stop. Then purchase transactions will be stopped. If you stop here, inventory stopped, then inventory transactions will be stopped. Inventory transactions stopped means what it means, like transfer order, transfer journals and transfer order will be stopped. And in the sales order, if you select this stopped checkbox, then sales process, it will not allow you to do the transactions. Understood? Any confusion? These three. So this is one of the important point you should know in real-time implementation. Even custom like in interview you may ask, like you may get asked kind of this question. I don't want to continue, I want to discontinue this item. Okay, if I want to discontinue, you can go to manage inventory order settings, default order settings. There you can stop that one, or you can go to plan tab, and then go to order settings, default order settings. You can stop. These two can be done. Okay, so just I have explained discontinue, how to discontinue, stop the transactions. Understood? The small information, but it is most important for you in implementations. Next, so today we'll discuss about, there are three words. This is also important: transfer journal, transfer order, intercompany stock transfer. Okay, now I have already explained these two, transfer journal and transfer order. Can anyone explain me what is the difference between transfer journal and transfer order? Anyone, if you remember? This is most important. Yes, Magesh.
Yes, transfer journal is between the inventory units, inventory dimensions, whereas transfer order is transferring the material, physically transferring the material from one warehouse to another warehouse.
This also physically transferring.
Ah, okay.
So we can transfer, like I can use location to another location, am I right?
Yes, exactly. But
But then
complete inventory dimensions, that is, we are transferring from all the three inventory dimensions, like the tracking, storage dimension group, tracking dimension group, will be coming into picture.
okay. So it is any financial dimension to, sorry, any inventory dimension to,
Another inventory dimension.
that is any dimension to any dimension. Okay, fine. Any dimension to any dimension. Now this one is,
From one warehouse to another warehouse.
it is transferring from one warehouse to another warehouse. Okay, this is only from one warehouse to another warehouse using transit warehouse, because some period of time the material will be with transit warehouse. Whenever you are moving material from one warehouse to another warehouse, then some period of time the material will be holding in transit warehouse. Okay, you should be very much clearly explained about this one. So one is item master. If you want to create an item master, what are the mandatory fields? And second question is storage, like inventory dimensions. What are the inventory dimensions? Can you explain? And third question is this one, the difference between transfer journal and transfer order. Okay, next fourth question is, like, what is the difference between trade agreement journals versus purchase agreements? What is the difference between trade agreement journals versus purchase agreements? That is, so it is, your knowledge will be verified by asking this kind of questions. This is straightforward questions. I know, like in your mind it is there, but you cannot express properly. That is your concern always. Initially, whenever you are learning, you can learn this application easily, but you cannot express to the interviewer in a proper manner. That is your challenge. Not only for you, any human being, it is challenge. So try to coordinate each other, one person to another person. We have a bunch of people. There are so many people. So you can coordinate with one person. Try to speak. Schedule half an hour, 30 minutes time. Try to speak with your colleague. So ask you questions, like you can ask questions, or you can ask him to ask questions related to this area. Okay, so as I'm telling you, like in real time scenario, I have motivated many people. So whether I have given information to you or not, I don't know. In whenever I'm during 2004 2005, when I'm discussing with when I'm learning in institute, of course from 2000 I'm working, but I moved from my local, my village to my own town, like own I mean to say my from my Vijayawada. Actually, I'm locating in Vijayawada earlier. So from Vijayawada to Hyderabad, when I moved from there to here, then I learned some courses in Hyderabad. At that time, when I'm discussing with one person, he wants job at any cost, but he is unable to express what he learned, and he struggled a lot. Okay, so I asked him to speak 2 minutes, just 2 minutes or 5 minutes. He is not able to speak 2 minutes also, but in his mind everything is there. He is intelligent but unable to speak. So this product, because there are two things, one is functional, one is technical. So functional people we need to speak. Technical people, they need to work. So being a functional consultant, you need to express, because why I'm using these words, if I'm asking small things, no one is responding except Magesh. Okay, so you need to speak whatever you have learned till now. I have already shared some sample interview questions to people. If you want, I will share with you. So you need to speak with the opposite person, or you need to ask, or you need to answer, either one. You need to speak a lot, whether it is right or wrong, whatever it may be. Try to speak, then only you will understand this product. Okay, now the difference between these two, I know many people, whoever is attending my session, they know very much clear, but they cannot explain this one in front of the interviewer, I'm sure. The reason behind practice. So now third point came, the difference between these three. Intercompany stock transfer means transferring from one company to another company. You are going to learn this topic tomorrow. Okay, these three, definitely you can learn this one easily, and you can practice this with the system, but you cannot speak with the opposite person if the interviewer is asking, I'm sure. So how can you mitigate that one? If you are speaking with your colleague, like here in this team we have more than 10 members, so try to call each other and try to speak, whoever is looking for job changes. Okay, so it is easy, only you need to speak. So don't ask me to spend time, I cannot. You need to speak each other. Yes, Magesh.
Yeah, excellent input, Satya. So it will be really be useful for us, because what you told is exactly right. Everything is in mind, but in words it is not coming out. So
Exactly.
we get stuck upon, and we miss these finite points like this. See, difference between a transfer channel and transfer order. The important point is transit warehouse. That is the word that has to be tagged. Now I
Yes.
missed out.
So it's not
So
only you, everyone. Okay, so yeah, try to speak and try to discuss each other. So we have a group of number, like one mobile numbers, try to coordinate, and everyone will be busy with their works, I know, like your day-to-day business hours, like so if you are working in employee, I know you are busy, so try to accommodate for 15 minutes, half an hour. Try to speak each other. Okay, fine. Any questions, please?
Satya, with regard to this item, stopping the item, if I have stopped an item, is it possible to create the same item with the same name again?
No, code cannot be allowed. The same code will not be allowed.
Okay.
It will not allow. It is only stopping the unknown. So system will confuse them, right? Which one is, whether it is a new one or old one. It should not be, always it should be unique, right?
Yes, exactly.
So how can you remember? So it will not allow you. The same code will not allow. Not only item master, anything, customer, vendor, anything, the same code, it will not allow duplicate within
Okay.
the same. Okay.
Satya, I think yesterday in our Telegram group, we got one interesting issue. One person has posted it. The thing is, they are buying oils in liters.
That is simple only. Actually, like inventory, actually like inventory unit cannot be modified, but customer is asking, the client is asking like purchase unit. So suppose they are
Yes, exactly.
purchasing now kgs and they want in the latest. So you can create unit conversion and you can map purchase unit if you want the new one. No issues. It's a simple one only. I have already
Okay.
given clarification to him one-to-one.
Okay. Okay. I just want to learn. That's why.
Yeah. That is whatever you said in the group and whatever I
Mm.
have explained one-to-one, it is same. I have
Thank you,
explained.
Satya. Thank you.
Fine. I'm stopping here for today. So please practice and come back to me. As I told you, like now it is time you need to discuss with each other. Okay. And we'll continue tomorrow morning, same time, 6 a.m. ST. So tomorrow topic, intercompany stock transfer. Please try to join. This is most important topic. Don't miss intercompany stock transfer. And I will discuss once again the differences between these three. Okay, fine. See you all. Bye.
Thank you, Satya.
You're welcome.